If you clicked on this video, this message is for you. You have been looking for someone, something to come and save you. You want a savior. But I'm going to tell you this, and this is a harsh reality and truth that I myself have learned, is that no one is going to save you but yourself. And I know it's easier to have an obsession about someone or something than to realize that you yourself are the problem that's going on in the life. I don't know why I said that life, but your life, you control what's happening in your life. I'm having a lot of slurred words right now, so I don't know if you have a speech impediment, or maybe you have had a problem with your speech for a really long time. Maybe you're scared to talk in public, but it is on the back of your mind a lot, is this aspect of someone wanting to come in and be a savior, like a Disney princess movie, like The Little Mermaid with Eric and the Cinderella story. You want the prince to come arrived with a glass slipper. But you also forget that Cinderella provided the other glass slipper when the first glass slipper fell and broke and shattered into little small pieces. She saved herself. I think that's important before we go into this reading, because it's almost like you like having problems that you can't fix. So when you're in relationships with people, you look for certain aspects in them that you want to pick at because you self-sabotage. You don't like to stay in one place. You like to move around. And that's totally fine. Some people are not meant for you, and that's fine. But you're not seeing the whole picture. You're not seeing that you are yourself the 10 of Cups. And if you put more into the relationship of you, you can provide that fulfillment in every aspect of your life. Let's talk to Spirit and see how we can get past this block, this exhaustion, this anxiety. I don't know what else to call it, but this overwhelming feeling of heaviness on your soul right now. You need to release this energy now. Because you have been trying, you've been going, and you've been consistent. And you're at the point right now where you're about to break through, but you have this brick wall in front of you, and you want to be done. You want to give up. Now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to keep going. You have no clue what kind of power that you hold. Your mind is more powerful than any being in this entire world because you are a part of God. Welcome to my garage, by the way. I just really felt the vibes here. I don't know. We've been having a lot of nighttime readings in the past couple of nights because my schedule has been wild. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kat. Think about subscribing if that first message part resonated with you. And let's get going. Tell me what your favorite animal is in the comments, or plant. Maybe you're not an animal person, maybe you're a plant person. Right now, I love wintergreen trees. It's just that season. I recently learned, I know I'm backtracking here, but I recently learned that water is held in an evergreen leaf because its mouth is so tiny that it can hold water throughout the winter, and that's why it stays green and it just flourishes in the snow, versus a maple tree that has like tons of thin mouths. It's like a white girl, like a thin mouth. I need to stop. Okay, a thin mouth that can't hold a lot of water. That's a maple tree leaf. Maple tree leaves. Maples were my favorite tree, and they still are. But evergreen tree be freaking up there, bruh. It'd be fine with that maple, you know what I'm saying? Okay, anyways. Where was I going with this? Okay. Let's talk about your light and shadow, because we need to get this energy the fuck out. So, spirits, what is this collective's light energy? The 7 of Pentacles. So the light energy here is You are working hard, consistent, basically what I was saying, but you're getting exhausted, you're bored with what you have, and you're not looking at your life and thinking, wow, it's wonderful. It's a good life. What you don't realize is you are already successful. Most people in your position right now would be happy, but you're not. You're looking for the next thing. You're already in that next thing. But this is your light. This is your light. You don't see your light. You don't realize I know, I don't want to say magnetism because everyone in the tarot world says magnetism, but you are the law of attraction. You do not chase things. Nuh-uh, honey. You attract it. You've been doing this for a long time now. You've realized, if you look at the past years and years of your life so far, you've realized that you have become successful because of this law of attraction, this self-belief, this knowing that you shall do what you set your mind to. So what's your shadow? What's your shadow? Okay, here we go. The Ten of Swords. That's your shadow, baby. That is your shadow. I knew it. I knew it. Your thoughts are blocking you. You overthink, you overanalyze every aspect of your life. It's like you're a type B person, but there's a type A, like there's just a speck of type A in you that just wants to hold and control all of these aspects of your life. Your thoughts are literally eating you alive. That's how I view it. You're fighting to become individualistic in a collective world. We all are one mind, we all are one person, but we are unique in the way that we think. Every perception is different. You will not see the same thing anyone else will see in this entire world. You may think someone is acting a certain way towards you. It's intentional. It's manipulative, what you're seeing. But they're seeing it the complete opposite. They think you're manipulative. You're intentional, suspicious. You see what I'm saying? But you're really not. You're none of those things. You're powerful in the aspect of, because you are a beautiful person inside and out. You radiate and attract everything around you, that you just happen to attract lower frequencies, lower densities that try to bring you down when you're trying to bring them up. And that can hurt you in some ways. I just dropped my entire deck on the ground. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like Spirit's trying to make me more fluid in this tarot reading instead of doing a certain spread. I feel like your current relationships right now are karmic, which means that you haven't found a relationship at this moment that feels passionately spiritual, aligned, like literally the type of love that everyone talks about in fairy tales. You might have thought that you were there at one point, but then you realize after time went on, this is a karmic lesson. Not saying that your current relationship right now is turning into a more aligned spiritual relationship. It absolutely can be, could be, but it started in a karmic way. So you have to learn, what things can I do to help myself, to help love myself, to heal my body, to heal my mind? Spirits, how can we release this energy? How can we release the thought blocks? The devil. The devil is all about facing the fear of being unseen. Facing, I mean, this is passionate, right? This is temptation, obsession, possibly in a good way, because you have the feeling of being seen, of being wanted, of being heard through this temptation. So there might be another person in your life that you feel this way towards, you feel passionate towards, you feel aligned with, but you're not in a place right now where you can move. You're playing chess, baby, and you're the king. You have one spot to move. You're working on being the queen, though. You can go anywhere. It's all about shifting your perception in your reality. So we have to let go of this potential relationship that, I don't know, I feel like there's a third party in this. Let's ask the Oracle. Let's clarify. Spirit's pulling me towards the Oracle right now. I feel really heavy about this. Like, this has been on your mind. A lot. Spirits, can we clarify on the devil, please? Clarify. Projected bond. This is all about fantasy in your platonic relationships. So there might be someone in your life that you have projected a bond towards. And it's not that they don't feel the same way. They do feel the same way. But it's also like, how can this come together in your current reality without blowing it completely up into shattered pieces, just like the freaking glass slipper from Cinderella? How can you bring out another glass slipper in this situation? Because you've been trapped. You've been enslaved in your own home. You haven't been seeing the things that you need to see. You keep working and you keep working and you're doing what you're told, but you're not thinking like an individual human would. You're not thinking like a singular cell. You're wanting to people please. You're wanting to just dream and have that dream come true. But what actions are really holding you accountable in this situation? Number 42. This is giving me Black Mirror vibes. The virtual reality episode. It's one of the ones that are not creepy, by the way. It's literally like two friends that fall in love, a passionate, sexy, altered reality fantasy that comes into a different life. But they realize that's actually not what they wanted. It's what they thought they wanted. Something to think about. Anything else, Spirit? Tarot. Spirit wants me to do tarot. This is, I'm pulling towards love again. Okay. It's almost like you're remote viewing the person that you want to see, but it's like a black cloud. You're seeing movement. You know they're thinking about you. And that's what's got you so messed up, because it's like you can see this other world with someone else and it's happy and it's fluffy and it's twinkly and you know it's the 10 of Cups. But then you're also thinking, why can't I let this other reality go? Why can't I let that go? Because of the devil energy, the temptation, the fear of missing out of what could be the grass being greener on the other side. The seaweed being more seaweedy. Okay? You have to let it flow. You have to let it go. You have to let it be for me and you. That's so true. Let's guess so. I don't know what I'm saying. I was going to say guess so a canvas. I don't know what I'm saying. All right. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, love. What's their energy? Who is the person you're thinking of? First of all, who is this person that's coming through? Who's this third party, spirits? Who is this third party? The Knight of Pentacles. So someone you didn't think that would come into your life, and it moved pretty quickly but slowly at the same time is what I'm getting. You didn't realize that they would create such an impact into your life until it happened, and now you can't let go of them. It's literally like a diamond in the cave. You're trying to close your eyes, but then you can still see a twinkle. You're trying to go to sleep, but you can still see that light. Someone you were not expecting. You thought that you would never experience something like this in your life. You feel very aligned with this person, and to the point where it's almost like if you were on a train and there were two ways of going, there would be no way to switch the lever to bypass them. That lever would be locked and loaded and nowhere. There would be no other path. You were meant to be in this person's life with them at this exact time. I know that's really hard to say, but you are right where you need to be right now with them. Even though you don't understand what's going on, this was meant for you. So what's the life lesson here, Spirit? What's the life lesson with this energy? The Eight of Swords. Spirit is trying to release you from the feeling of being trapped. You want to be free. You want to feel relief in this life. This is the energy that had to come into your life right now to give you a kick in the bottom, okay? Give you a kick in the bottom and potentially give you syphilis. Got a rash on my chest. You don't wear a condom, you're gonna hurt my bottom. You're trapped. And you don't realize that you can take penicillin. Not every STD is forever, baby. I don't know why I'm using this analogy. But that's the feeling I'm getting, is that you feel trapped in your current life. You feel like you're living a mundane routine, even though there really is no structure here. You're definitely a type B person. There's no structure here. But you feel trapped. You feel mesmerized in the comfort of your life right now. But what you don't realize is that there's obvious success in your life that you don't even see. Your thoughts are blocking this. Your brain is heavy in the fact that you're not staying open-minded to the possibilities, the limitless possibilities. And that's why it's making you so exhausted, because it's like it's either this or it's either that. It's either black or it's either white. You don't see the shades of gray. You don't see the rainbow on the other side. And you definitely don't see the leprechaun with the freaking pot of gold. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you have a decision to make. And it can either leave you feeling empty and voided, or it can leave you feeling more relief with your soul. Where do we go from here, Spirit? What's the advice? What is the advice? The Four of Cups. That's telling me that when opportunities come to you and you at first think, this is not where I want to be in my life, this is the next step to where you want to be. Thank the universe for it, because this is the next baby step. This is the next baby step, whatever this is. Yeah, Earth moves slowly. It teaches us patience in that way, right? Our soul gets tired of doing the same things every day, and that's why our body needs rest, and that's why our soul needs to be awakened in dream world and astral world. But we know more than we think we do. And if you need to find that glowing guide, that intuition in your stomach, in your whole body, now's the time to find it. You need to feel where you're going next, because you've been blocking all of that with a rain cloud over your head. You've been so depressed. You're getting more depressed because you feel very stuck in your current life. And it's hitting you like rock bottom. So let's pull some oracle to clarify what our advice is for you, okay? Mintaken. Belonging for home, belonging, the original light workers. So yeah, you feel very alone in your life right now. You feel very not at ease with where you are. You feel like you need to go somewhere, you need to be somewhere, but you don't know where. You need to resolve some loose ends here. You need to see some people that you've been avoiding for a really long time. I think this will move you in a better direction. It's the affirmation. Today, you are brave. Today, you will step up with every challenge with courage. So yeah, this is going to take some serious strength with whatever this is. You need to close up. You need to tie up loose ends in order for you to move forward with what you're wanting. Okay? The bridge. Yes, you have a bridge to cross. You have a literal challenge ahead of you. That's what the bridge is signifying, is that there's something in your pathway that is blocking you that you need to cross. And it's going to take some optimism. You have to become optimistic about what is next, what's going on. What is going on? Give me some more advice, spirits. Dignity is coming through. So it's almost like you're wanting to stay authentic, and in doing so, you could be sacrificing your dignity, your ego. Potentially someone might be judging you for what your next step will hold. You might not even know why you're doing it. But I want to tell you something. If you feel a certain way, that's reason enough. It doesn't matter if it's fact or not. You feeling a certain way is enough. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So literally, you've been holding yourself in a trash can because you think you're trash. But you realized that, baby, you are the gourmet kitchen. You are the granite. You deserve to take yourself out the trash and cook yourself a meal. That was an example of my weirdness. So question your beliefs often. Release what isn't working. So let's say you've been getting messages of staying, observing. But then you have another thought of go. And it comes in very quick and out of the sudden, maybe impulsive. But you don't get those often. You're allowed to question. Spirits, anything else that you want to tell this collective at this time? Frustration. 5 of Arrows. Yes. So yeah, you're stuck in this portal of, do I stay or do I go? And you're getting synchronicities that are saying stay, and other synchronicities that are saying go. You're confused in this way. You're questioning yourself in this way. And I'm not here to tell you to do either one. I'm telling you to follow your glowing guide, your intuition, that gut feeling at the time it comes. Because right now, listening to this message, you have no freaking clue. You have no clue where you're going. Because now is not the time. You'll know when the time is coming. You'll know. Because you have the skill. You have the consistency in your life. You have become successful in your life to know and appreciate your talents that will bring you to where you want to be in the future. Each decision is the next step forward. If you've been feeling so stagnant for so long, I think you know what your next step should be. I think you know. Okay, last card here, Spirit. Limitless expansion with celestial crossing. I literally was just thinking that There are so many different realities, different dimensions that are going on at the same time as I speak, as you listen to me right now. So each decision that you take a step forward with will decide on what your next path will be taken. And if you do stay, it will give you a better understanding of why you did and what lessons you need to learn to either get out of this karmic relationship or create and expand it into a entirely different world. Same goes vice versa if you go. It's a matter of what is your gut telling you, and stop listening to ChatGPT, stop listening to your friends, and listen to your freaking self for once. Love you. Subscribe. See you next time.